Chloe Bennett was wasted. This was a rare occurrence. I'd known her for 20 years, from the sandbox to college graduation, and this was the first time I'd seen her this messy. The call came from her best friend, the background noise loud enough to blow up the planet. Liam Harper, get over here and collect your girl. She's hugging the microphone, singing Wrecking Ball. And if she keeps going, the bar owner is calling the cops. I stared at the half-written code on my monitor. Let her sing. She just mistook a guy at the next table for you. She pounced on him screaming, Liam, why did you go bald? His wife is right there. I shut my laptop. When I got to the bar, the scene was even more spectacular than I'd imagined. Chloe was standing on the small stage wearing a sequin slip dress. Her legs looked long and straight, and her ankles, perched on high heels, were so slender it made my temples throb. She wasn't singing Wrecking Ball anymore. She was belting out Lizzo's Truth Hurts. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. You guys, everybody, let's go. Unbelievably, people in the crowd were actually waving along. I pushed through the throng. She turned just then, her blurry gaze landing on me. Her eyes lit up. Liam. She jumped straight off the stage. My heart nearly stopped. I took 2 steps and caught her just in time. She crashed into my arms, her breath hot and smelling of alcohol against my neck. UKRAIM, the last syllable dragged out long enough to circle the earth 3 times. I smelled the sweet mix of fruit cocktails on her, along with her usual peach shampoo. Chloe, how old are you? 22. She tried to count on her fingers, but gave up. Doesn't matter, I'm legal. I can drink. I can date. I can. You can go home. I wrapped my arm around her and walked her out. She was boneless, practically draping her entire body over me. I'm not going home. I want to go to your place. My place is directly across the hall from yours. Is there a difference? Yes. She tilted her face up, her lips nearly brushing my chin. Your couch is softer. It's better for sleeping. Someone nearby whistled. I glared at him, and the kid shrank back. I dragged her out of the bar. The night wind of downtown Seattle hit us, and she shivered, burrowing deeper into my embrace. Cold. Serves you right, wearing so little. Despite my words, I took off my jacket and wrapped it around her. She giggled, burying her face in my chest. Liam, you're so good. Now you know I'm good? Who was on the phone earlier, saying Liam Harper is a bastard. He won't come get me? I was wrong. Her voice was muffled. So hit me. I hailed a lift and stuffed her inside. She leaned on my shoulder, her fingers restlessly poking my arm. Liam. Liam, Liam. Speak. Do you have? Her voice trailed off. I turned to look at her. She had already closed her eyes, her lashes casting small shadows on her cheeks. Asleep. That made things easier. When the car reached our apartment complex, I woke her up. She followed me groggily out of the car, into the elevator, and out of the elevator. At my door, I fished out my keys. She suddenly looked up. Liam. What now? I want a shower. She tugged at her dress. I am sticky. It's uncomfortable. My hand froze on the door handle. Go shower at your place. My water heater is broken. It was fine this morning. It just broke, she said with righteous confidence. If you don't let me shower, I'll sleep right here in your hallway. Resigned, I opened the door. She smiled triumphantly, kicked off her heels, and walked barefoot across the floor, swaying her way to the bathroom. Towels are in the cabinet. Boy, I must just wear one of my t-shirts. Left side of the closet. Got it. The bathroom door closed, and the sound of water started soon after. I collapsed onto the sofa and rubbed my temples. Chloe Bennett, my childhood nemesis of 20 years. She stole my toys when we were kids, and now she steals my time. And somehow, she grew up to be like this, vibrant, loud, turning heads wherever she goes. We went to different colleges, but stayed in the same city. She runs over to find me constantly, claiming she's taking care of her lonely childhood friend. In reality, she's just mooching food and bossing me around. My phone buzzed. It was a message from her best friend, Mia. Got her? Yeah. She didn't go crazy, did she? She's showering at my place. She said her water heater broke. Liam, she got a brand new water heater last month. I stared at the message. The water stopped. The bathroom door opened a crack, letting steam escape. Liam. Yeah. I forgot the shirt. Resigned again, I went to the bedroom, grabbed a black t-shirt from the closet, and walked to the bathroom door. A wet hand reached out through the crack, nails painted a pale pink. I handed it over. The hand retracted. A moment later, the door opened. Chloe was wearing my black t-shirt. The hem just barely covered the top of her thighs. Her hair was still dripping, water beads sliding down her collarbone and disappearing into the neckline. Her face was flushed from the steam, her eyes misty. What are you looking at? She glared at me. Never seen a beautiful woman before? I've seen beautiful women. I averted my gaze. Rarely see a drunk one. She huffed and walked to the sofa, sitting right next to me. Liam. I'm sleeping here tonight. No. Why? Men and women shouldn't sleep together. She leaned in close, smelling of my body wash and the lingering scent of me on that t-shirt. We used to shower together when we were kids. We were 3. Round up, it's the same thing. Her logic was impeccable. I stood up to get her some water, but she suddenly grabbed my hand. Liam, don't go. Her voice was a little hoarse. I looked back at her. She tilted her face up, an emotion flashing through her eyes too fast to catch. I'm just getting water. Oh. She let go and curled up on the sofa, hugging her knees, looking like a small ball. When I came back with the water, she had closed her eyes again. I placed the glass on a coffee table and bent down to carry her to the guest room. My hand just touched her when she suddenly opened her eyes. Then she yanked me hard. Caught off guard, I fell onto the sofa. She flipped over and straddled me, pinning my shoulders down with both hands. The collar of the t-shirt slipped with the movement. I immediately looked away. Chloe, Liam. She lowered her head, her nose almost touching mine. Do you like me? My brain buzzed. You're drunk. I'm not drunk, she stared at me stubbornly. Answer me. Get off first. No. She leaned closer, our breath mingling. Say it. Do you like me? My Adam's apple bobbed. No. Her eyes instantly turned red. Liar. I'm not lying. You are lying. Her voice cracked into a sob. You clearly like me. The way you look at me. How good you are to me. You just like me. Chloe, I took a deep breath. Look clearly. Who am I? You are Liam Harper, she said, enunciating every word. The Liam Harper I've liked for 10 years. My heart slammed against my ribs. You're drunk. I'm not drunk. Liam Harper, you bastard. You coward. You chicken. As she cursed, tears fell, splashing onto my face. Scalding hot. I raised my hand, wanting to wipe her tears. Suddenly, she lowered her head and kissed me. My mind went blank for a few seconds. Chloe was kissing me. Her lips were incredibly soft, tasting of alcohol and peaches, pressing against mine clumsily, unmoving. She was trembling. I pushed her away. She looked at me, dazed, tears still falling. You push me away. Chloe, do you know what you're doing? I know, she sniffled. I'm kissing you. Why? Because I like you, she said, then leaned in again. Even if you don't like me, I'm still going to kiss you. This time, I didn't push her away. She gnawed clumsily at my lips, her hands messing up my hair. I flipped over, pressing her into the sofa, and pinned her wrists. Chloe, my voice was rough. You asked for this. Then I kissed her back. It was different. Completely different. She was just pressing. I was actually kissing, prying open her teeth, deepening it, tangling together. She was stiff at first, then slowly melted, her hands sliding from my hair to my back, gripping my shirt tightly. Our breathing became chaotic. When we pulled apart, her eyes were wet, her lips swollen and red, her chest heaving. Liam. Scared now? Who's scared? She glared at me, though it held zero threat. Do it again. I let go of her and sat up. Go to sleep. No. Chloe, you kissed me, and now you won't take responsibility. She sat up, tugging at my arm. Scumbag. I laughed in exasperation. Who kissed who first? Me. Who straddled who first? Me. So who's the scumbag? You. There was no reasoning with her. I picked her up directly and walked to the guest room. She kicked her legs. Put me down. Liam Harper, you bastard. If you have the guts to kiss me, have the guts to take responsibility. Responsibility for what? For you waking up tomorrow and slapping me, calling me a pervert. I won't. You will. I tossed her onto the bed and pulled the duvet over her. Last time you got drunk, you cried in my arms saying your crush got a girlfriend. The next day you forgot everything and said I was lying to you. She blinked. Did I? Yes. Well, this time is different. She clutched the blanket, her voice getting smaller. This time it's real. Go to sleep. I turned off the light, walked out of the guest room, and closed the door. Leaning against the wall outside, I raised a hand to touch my lips. Her warmth was still there. This was insane. The next morning, I was woken up by a scream. Ah! I rushed into the guest room. Chloe was huddled against the headboard, clutching the duvet, eyes wide and round, pointing at me. Liam, what did you do to me? I leaned against the doorframe and yawned. You guess. You. She looked down at herself. Your clothes. Where are my clothes? In the bathroom. You threw up all over yourself last night. I threw up. Yeah. You also hugged the toilet and insisted it was your son. Her face went red, then white. Then did we? Did we what? Did we? You know. Which you know? That you know. Oh, I nodded. Yes. Her expression cracked. You took advantage of me. Chloe. I walked into the room and leaned down to look at her. Last night, who kissed who first? She shrank back. Definitely not me. Is that so? I straightened up. I'll go check the security footage. Since when do you have cameras in your apartment? Living room. Installed it for burglars. I turned to walk out. Let me find the recording. It should be pretty clear. Wait. She jumped off the bed and ran barefoot to grab me. You really recorded it. I kissed you. More than that. What? What else did I do? You tell me. I looked back at her. A single man and a single woman, drunk and disorderly. What else could happen? Her face went completely pale. She let go of my hand, took 2 steps back, and collapsed onto the bed. How could this happen? Regret it. She didn't speak. She kept her head down, shoulders trembling slightly. I sighed, walked over, and crouched in front of her. I'm lying. She looked up, her eyes red. What? No cameras, no sleeping together, I said. You kissed me, I kissed you back, then you went to sleep. That's it. She stared at me blankly. Really? Then my clothes. You changed them yourself. I closed my eyes. Didn't look. She stared at me, trying to judge if I was telling the truth. Then, why did you kiss me? You're asking me. I'm asking you. Because. I stood up looking down at her. You were crying saying you'd liked me for 10 years. My heart went soft. She opened her mouth, but no sound came out. Sober now? I asked. She nodded. Remember anything from last night? She shook her head. Great. I turned to leave. Breakfast is on the table. Eat, and then go back to your place. Liam. I didn't stop. Liam. I walked to the living room and grabbed a bottle of water from the fridge. She followed me out, still wearing my t-shirt, bare legs exposed. Last night. Did I really say that? Say what? Say, I liked you for 10 years. Then you. How did you feel? I twisted the cap off and took a sip. Didn't feel anything. Her expression froze. Oh. Then she turned and went back into the guest room, closing the door. I stood in the living room, staring at that door, and drained the rest of the water. I crushed the plastic bottle in my hand. Chloe left. She didn't eat breakfast. She borrowed a pair of my sweatpants to go with the t-shirt and walked out without looking back. I sat on the sofa. My phone screen lit up with our chat window. The last message was from her asking if I wanted to try that new hot pot place this weekend. I didn't reply. I wanted to reply now, typed a few words, then deleted them. Forget it. The doorbell rang. I opened it to find her best friend, Mia. Where's Chloe? She left. What happened between you two? Mia squeezed inside. She called me this morning, sounding like she was about to cry. But she wouldn't say why. Nothing. Liam. Mia stared at me. Did you bully her? Would I dare? You would. She sat on the sofa. Last night when you picked her up, I felt something was off. What exactly happened? I ran a hand through my hair. She got drunk and said she liked me. Mia's eyes lit up. And then I kissed her. Holy crap. Nice one, Liam. Finally got a clue. Then she forgot everything this morning and accused me of taking advantage of her. Mia fell silent. A few seconds later, she burst out laughing. Ha 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 ha. That is so her. Ha ha. Done laughing. No. She wiped the corner of her eye. So what are you going to do now? What do you mean? She's liked you for 10 years. You kissed her. She forgot, but you remember. Mia counted on her fingers. Plot-wise, you can't just let this go, right? She forgot. Then make her remember. Ow! Get her drunk again. TSK. Mia shook her head. Liam, have you ever dated anyone? No. I can tell. She stood up and patted my shoulder. Listen to your big sis. Take the initiative. If she plays dumb, you throw a straight ball. She isn't playing dumb. She genuinely forgot. Then you really need to make her remember. Mia walked to the door, looking back to wink at me. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. The door closed. I stood there for a while, then went to the bedroom and opened my laptop. I couldn't write a single line of code. My mind was full of last night. The way she cried, saying she liked me for 10 years. The way she kissed me. The way she trembled in my arms. I messed up my hair and opened my phone, finding the recording from last night. Yes, I recorded it. From the moment she said, Liam, do you like me? All the way through her ramblings. I'd originally recorded it as evidence in case she tried to deny being a mess in the morning. Now, I press play. Liar. I'm not lying. You are lying. You clearly like me. The way you look at me. How good you are to me. You just like me. Liam Harper, you bastard. You coward. You chicken. Because I like you, even if you don't like me, I'm still going to kiss you. I stopped the recording. That was enough. My phone buzzed. A message from Chloe. My dress is still at your place. I'll come get it tonight. Is all you know how to say. What else? Never mind. Conversation over. I I stared at the screen and typed a few words. Do you really not remember last night? Deleted. Typed again. Is it true you've liked me for 10 years? Deleted. Finally, I sent. What do you want for dinner? She replied instantly. Hot pot. The place from last night. 6 o'clock. I'll pick you up. Okay. Putting down the phone, I fell back on a bed. Chloe Bennett. Did you really forget? Were you just playing dumb? At 6 sharp, I was downstairs at her building. She was wearing a simple t-shirt and jeans, hair in a ponytail, no makeup, looking like her usual self. Let's go. She opened the car door, sat in, and buckled up. I'll wash your t-shirt and sweatpants. They're drying on my balcony. Remember to grab them when you leave. The ride was silent. At the hot pot restaurant, we ordered and waited for the broth to boil. She kept her head down, playing on her phone, avoiding looking at me. I poured her a drink. Thanks. Last night. She jerked her head up. What about last night? I looked at her. Do you really not remember anything? She averted her gaze. Remember what? I was wasted. I blacked out. Oh, the pot started boiling. I put the meat in. She silently swished vegetables, eating absent-mindedly. Liam. If. I'm saying if. She stared at the bubbling red oil. If I really said anything weird last night, don't take it seriously. What kind of words? Just messy drunk talk. Her voice got quieter. Words spoken when drunk don't count. I put down my chopsticks. Chloe. She looked at me. Look at me. She lifted her head, her eyes flickering. Last night you said you've liked me for 10 years, I said slowly. Was that drunk talk? Her face changed. I was talking nonsense. In vino veritas. Drunken words are sober thoughts. That's a lie. Drunk talk is just garbage. Are you sober right now? Of course I'm sober. Good. I stared into her eyes. Then tell me right now that you don't like me. She opened her mouth. No sound came out. Say it. Say you don't like me, that last night was nonsense, and that you won't ever like me. I enunciated clearly. Say it, and I'll pretend nothing happened. Her eyes reddened. Liam, do you have to be like this? You're the one hiding. I'm not hiding. Then say it now. She bit her lip, tears swirling in her eyes. I don't like you. Happy now. My heart felt like it was being wrung out. Okay, I nodded. I understand. I continued cooking the meat and placed a piece in her bowl. Eat. She didn't move, keeping her head down to wipe her tears. Liam, do you think I'm pathetic? No. Yes, you do, she sniffled. Liking someone for 10 years, too scared to say it, only daring to go crazy when drunk, and still being stubborn when sober. I'm just a coward. I didn't answer. You must be thinking, Chloe Bennett is a chicken. She deserves a 10-year crush with no results. I don't think that. Then what do you think? She stared at me. Say it. I put down my chopsticks and handed her a tissue. Wipe your face. She didn't take it. I reached out and wiped her tears for her. She froze. Chloe, I sighed. Why don't you ask me why I kissed you last night? She blinked. Because I forced a kiss on you and you got mad? If I was mad, I would push you away, not kissed you back. Then, was it pity? I don't pity you. I looked in her eyes. I ache for you. Her eyes went red again. Liam, don't tease me. I'm not teasing you, I said. When you cried, my heart hurt. When you said you liked me, my heart beat so fast I thought it would explode. When you kissed me, I only had one thought in my head. What? That this person is mine. She gaped at me, looking stunned. So, I remember last night, clearly. I raised my hand and touched her face. You said you liked me for 10 years. I asked who I was, and you said I was Liam Harper, the Liam Harper you've liked for 10 years. Her tears fell again. But this morning you said you didn't feel anything. Elite. You jerk. Yeah, I'm a jerk. You bastard. Yeah, I'm a bastard. Do you like me? I smiled. Chloe, if I didn't like you, would I let you run wild in my apartment for 20 years? Her tears fell harder, laughing and crying at the same time. Then why didn't you say anything? Afraid you'd regret it. Why would I regret it? Afraid you were just impulsive. Afraid you wouldn't admit it when you sobered up. Afraid you only saw me as a brother. She stood up, grabbing my collar across the table. Liam Harper, listen to me. I, Chloe Bennett, have liked you since I was 16. I've liked you for 10 years. It's not an impulse. It's not drunk nonsense. It's real. Are you sober right now? Sober as hell. Good. I covered her hand with mine. Then I'll say it once too. What? Chloe, I like you. Probably for longer than 10 years. I just always thought you saw me as an older brother. She froze. You like me too? What else? Then why didn't you say so? You said it first. I was drunk. You said it now too. She let go of my collar and sat back down, her face burning red. So, what are we now? What do you think? I don't know. Chloe, I look at her seriously. Be my girlfriend. She twisted her fingers together. Say it again. Chloe, I like you. Be my girlfriend. Tears welled up again as she nodded vigorously. Okay. We ate for 3 hours. Most of the time was spent talking nonsense. Talking about when she started liking me, when I started liking her. She said 16, when I scraped my knee playing basketball. She bandaged me up while calling me stupid, her heart racing like crazy. I said 17, when she got a love letter. I secretly tore it up and got into a fight with the kid who sent it. Her eyes went wide. You tore up that love letter? Yeah. Liam, do you know how long I was sad about that? That was the first love letter I ever got. I know now. You owe me. I'll pay you back. I held her hand. I'll pay you back with a lifetime. She blushed. Cheesy. Didn't you say you liked hearing cheesy stuff? When did I say that? Last night. You hugged me and said, Liam, can't you say something nice to me? You roast me every day. I'm starting to suspect you don't like me. She covered her face. I really said that. Yeah. You also asked me to call you baby. Her ears turned red. Stop talking. Now you're shy. You were bold enough last night, pinning me down and kissing me, and... Liam. I smiled and shut up. When I dropped her off, downstairs at her building, she grabbed the hem of my shirt and wouldn't let go. What is it? You're my boyfriend now, right? Right. So, what are boyfriends supposed to do? What do you want me to do? She stood on tiptoes and kissed my cheek. This. Then she ran into the stairwell. I stood downstairs for a while, touching my face. I smiled. My phone buzzed. Chloe sent a message. Are you home yet? Just downstairs. Oh, go to sleep early. Can't sleep. Why? Excited. I laughed out loud. Me too. Liam. Yeah? Do you think we're really together? We are. Then, can we go on a date tomorrow? Yes. Where? You decide. I need to think about it. Okay. Liam. Yeah? Good night. Good night, baby. She sent a shy emoji. I stared at the screen for a long time before going upstairs. Lying in bed, I still couldn't sleep. I opened my phone and clicked on the recording from last night. I heard her say, the Liam Harper I've liked for 10 years. I heard the soft sounds of me kissing her. I heard her mumble later in her sleep, Liam, don't leave me. I clipped that part out and saved it. Then I messaged her. Asleep? No. Doing what? Thinking about you. I smiled. Me too. Liam, am I dreaming? No. Pinch me. I'll pinch you tomorrow. I want to confirm it now. I called her. She picked up instantly. Hello. Chloe. I like you. Silence on the other end for a few seconds. Say it again. I like you, Chloe. I've liked you for a long time. It's not a dream. It's real. She sniffled. Liam, I like you too. Super like you. I know. So, what time are we meeting tomorrow? What time do you want? Early. I miss you. Okay, 8 o'clock. I'll pick you up. Sleep now. Sing to me. I can't sing. Then tell a story. I can't tell stories. Then don't hang up. Okay. I put the phone on my pillow, listening to her soft breathing. After a long time, she whispered, Liam, I'm so happy. Good night. At 7 in the morning, I was woken up by her call. Liam, wake up. Date time. I checked the time. Didn't we say 8? I can't wait. I laughed. Okay, I'm coming. Shower, clothes, downstairs. She was already waiting at the gate of the complex. She wore a floral dress, her hair in braids, light makeup. When she saw me, her eyes curved into crescents. Morning, boyfriend. Morning, girlfriend. She ran over and naturally linked her arm through mine. Where are we going? Where do you want to go? Amusement park. How old are you? Amusement park? I want to go. Okay, let's go. At the park, she was like a child, dragging me everywhere. On the roller coaster, she screamed the whole time, gripping my hand tight. When we got off, her legs were jelly, leaning entirely on me. Scare me to death. Who insisted on riding it? How was I supposed to know it was that scary? I laughed, helping her to a bench to rest. She bought an ice cream cone, licked it, and held it to my lips. Taste it. I leaned down and took a bite. Sweet. She continued, eating happily. Liam. Does this count as dating? What else? It feels so unreal. She tilted her head to look at me. Are you really my boyfriend? I leaned in and kissed the corner of her mouth. Real enough. She froze, then blushed. Yep. Sneak attack. Fair and square. She huffed and went back to her ice cream, the tips of her ears red. On the Ferris wheel, at the highest point, she suddenly spoke up. Liam, I heard if you kiss at the top of the Ferris wheel, you'll be together forever. Superstitious. Mind your business. She glared at me. Kiss or not? I looked at her. Then I leaned in. A very soft kiss. When we pulled apart, her eyes were sparkling. Liam. I like you. I know. What about you? I like you too. Say the whole thing. Chloe, I like you. She smiled and leaned on my shoulder. That's more like it. Leaving the amusement park, she was tired, yawning against me. Go home. Don't want to go home. Then where? Your place. I want to sleep. What are you thinking? Just sleep. What was I thinking? You were definitely thinking dirty. I laughed and didn't argue. I took her back to my place. She made a beeline for my bedroom and flopped onto the bed. Ah, your bed is still the most comfortable. Yesterday you said my sofa was comfortable. Changed to the bed today. Got a problem with that? No problem, you're the boss. She rolled over and sat up. Liam, come here. She pulled me down to sit, then laid her head on my lap. Tell me a story. I don't know any stories. Tell me anything. I want to hear your voice. I thought for a moment. Once upon a time, there was a guy. He had a childhood friend. He thought she only saw him as a brother. Then one day, she got drunk and said she liked him. And then they got together. That's it. That's it. What kind of story is that? Too lazy. What do you want to hear then? I want to hear when you started liking me. Don't remember. Liar. Really don't remember. I looked down at her. Maybe it was just one day, suddenly realizing that this girl buzzing around me all day had grown up, gotten beautiful. I didn't want anyone else to take her. Her eyes crinkled up. Then why didn't you say it earlier? Afraid you'd reject me. I wouldn't reject you. I know that now. She reached up to touch my face. Liam, you need to say you like me more often in the future. Why? Because I want to hear it. Okay. Say it every day. Okay. And kiss me. Okay. And hug me. Okay. Satisfied, she closed her eyes. I'm gonna nap. You can't leave. She fell asleep quickly. I watched her quiet sleeping face, lower my head, and gently kissed her forehead. Chloe, I love you. She started running over to my place, constantly, mooching food and ordering me around. She justified it confidently. Isn't a boyfriend meant to be bossed around? I accepted my fate. When Mia found out we were together, she spammed congratulations in the group chat. I knew you two would get together eventually. Chloe replied with a shy emoji. Thanks, Mia. When are you treating us to dinner? Chloe looked at me. Weekend. Sure. That weekend, we invited Mia and a few mutual friends for dinner. Chloe dressed up specifically for the occasion, wearing a little red dress that made her skin look porcelain white. Do I look good? Good. How good? Good enough that I want to hide you away. She laughed and leaned in to kiss me. Reward. At the restaurant, Mia and the others were already there. Seeing us walk and holding hands, they started teasing. Yo, finally official. Chloe blushed but gripped my hand tighter. You know it. During the meal, she sat next to me, constantly putting food in my bowl. This is good, try it. This is good too. Okay. Mia couldn't take it anymore. Chloe, can you stop showing off? Consider the feelings of us, single dogs. No. Chloe was righteous. I finally got a boyfriend. I have to show off. Fine, fine, show off away. The meal was lively. Halfway through, I went to the restroom. When I came out, Mia was waiting in the hallway. Sure. Really together? Yeah. Good, she smiled. That girl has had a crush on you for so many years. Dream finally came true. I know. Treat her well. She looks happy-go-lucky, but she's actually pretty insecure. I will. You too. Don't be so bottled up. If you like her, say it. Reassure her. Okay. When I got back to the private room, Chloe was chatting with someone, eyes smiling. Seeing me, she immediately leaned over. You were gone a long time. Ran into Mia, chatted for a bit. About what? About you. What is there to talk about? About how cute you are. She blushed. Liam, you're getting cheesy. Learned it from you. She huffed, but her hand quietly snuck over and held mine. After dinner, I took her home. Downstairs, she held my hand, refusing to let go. Come up for a bit. Okay. I came to her place often. I knew the way. She went to get water, and I sat on the sofa. She came back with a glass and sat right next to me. Liam, did you tell Mia I was cute today? Yeah. What else? Said how beautiful you are. What else? Said how much I like you. She smiled. That's better. I put down the glass and pulled her onto my lap. She yelped and wrapped her arms around my neck. What are you doing? Wanted to hold you. She flushed. Liam, you're getting really good at this. Learn from you. She lowered her head and kissed my lips. Reward. I tightened my arms around her, deepening the kiss. She responded softly, fingers tangling in my hair. When we separated, we were both slightly breathless. She buried her face in my shoulder. Liam. We'll be together forever, right? We will. You're not allowed to like anyone else. Only you. Good. She lifted her head, eyes shining. Liam, I like you so much. I know. Super, super like you. More than ice cream. That really is a lot. She laughed and kissed me again. Good night, Quiche. Good night. My closet gained her clothes, my bathroom gained her toiletries, and even the toothbrushes were swapped for a matching couple set. I protested once. Chloe, you live next door? Do you really need to move everything here? Yes, she said confidently. My boyfriend's house is my house. What about your house? My house is also your house. Go whenever you want. Can't argue with that. She liked to disturb me while I worked, lying on my back or sitting on my lap, playing with my hair or poking my face. Liam, pay attention to me. Busy. Busy with what? Work. Is work more important, or am I more important? You are. Then stop working, accompany me. I put down a laptop and moved her to the sofa. 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes? 20. An hour. Chloe, I have to earn money to support you. I don't need you to support me. I can make money. Still have to work. She pouted. Fine, you work. I'll just watch you. Then she really just sat there, chin in hands, staring at me. I felt uncomfortable all over. What are you looking at? Looking at how handsome my boyfriend is. I closed the laptop. Not working. Hanging out with you. She smiled triumphantly and pounced, hugging me. Liam, you're the best. I knew she did it on purpose. The next day, she suddenly said, Liam, let's move in together. I was drinking water and nearly choked. What did you say? Move in together, she blinked. I'm over here every day anyway. It's basically cohabitation. Might as well move in officially and save the back and forth. You're serious? Of course I'm serious, she leaned in. You don't want to? It's not that. I put down the glass. What about your parents? They wish I'd move out faster. They think I'm annoying to have around. What about you? Do you want to? I looked into her eyes, shining and full of expectation. Edo. She smiled and jumped on me for a kiss. It's a deal then. Moving this weekend. Okay. That weekend, she really dragged her suitcase over. Not a lot of stuff, but it filled half my closet. She spread her things everywhere. Liam, where does this go? Wherever. This? Wherever. Why do you say wherever to everything? Because it's your home. You decide. Satisfied, she continued organizing. Once done, she collapsed on the sofa. Exhausted, I rubbed her shoulders. You asked for it. I'm happy to. She rolled over and hugged my waist. Liam, we're really living together now. Then you're not allowed to find me annoying. Won't. Not allowed to think I'm loud. Won't. Not allowed to think I'm stupid. You are stupid. Liam. I laughed, lowering my head to kiss her. I won't. I like everything about you. She blushed. That's better. After moving in, life didn't change much. She just got clingier. Waking up in the morning, she was always curled in my arms, holding my waist. If I moved, she'd mumble. Don't move, sleep a bit longer. Going to be late. 5 more minutes. You said that yesterday and slept until 9. Won't happen today. Then she'd go right back to sleep. I had no choice but to hold her a while longer. Then we'd both be late. She blamed me. All your fault for not waking me. I did. You wouldn't wake up. Couldn't you call me a few more times? Fine, my fault. In the evening, she liked lying on my lap playing on her phone. Liam, look at this video, it's so funny. You just said, I didn't look. I looked. Liar. You're clearly reading a book. I put down the book and looked at her. She grinned and leaned up. Play with me. Play what? Play with you. She pounced. I caught her, and we tumbled onto the sofa. She lay on top of me, eyes curved in a smile. Liam, do you love me? Yes. How much? Very much. How much is very much? A little more than yesterday, a little less than tomorrow. She paused, then laughed. Where did you learn that cheesy line? Read it online. Don't read that stuff anymore, it's cringe. Okay. She lowered her head and kissed my chin. But I like hearing it. I held her tight. Chloe, we'll always be like this, right? Of course, she rested on my chest. I won't leave even if you kick me out. I won't kick you out. I stroked her hair. Not even if I die. She smiled and looked up at me. Liam, let's get married. I froze. What did you say? I said, let's get married. Her eyes sparkled. When I get my promotion, let's get married. I looked at her for a long time. Okay. She smiled even wider and leaned in to kiss me. It's a promise. No takebacks. No takebacks. Pinky swear. Childish. Pinky swear. I extended my pinky and hooked it with hers. Pinky swear. Stick to it for 100 years. Satisfied, She leaned back into my arms. Liam. I'm so happy. You? I'm happy too. She looked up, eyes crescent moons. Then let's be happy forever. Okay. The moonlight outside the window was perfect. The person in my arms breathed evenly, gradually falling asleep. I gently picked her up, carried her to the bedroom, placed her on the bed, and tucked her in. She groggily grabbed my hand. Liam, I'm here. Don't go. Not going. Reassured, she fell into a deep sleep. I lay down beside her, watching her quiet sleeping face, and lowered my head to kiss her forehead. Chloe, I love you. Story complete.